Hi everyone, once again I have come with an important lesson. It is rainfall of Sri Lanka. Before talking about the rainfall, let's remind our previous lesson. It was about the topographical features or geographical features of Sri Lanka. Accordingly, you learned that there are three geographical zones in Sri Lanka and you learned some distinct features of each zone. And today's lesson we are going to talk about rainfall of Sri Lanka. Right. Before talking about rainfall, let's see where Sri Lanka is located in the world, and let's talk about the climatic zone that Sri Lanka is located in. Right here in this map you can see Sri Lanka here and you can see the equator here. Right. Sri Lanka is a country which is located nearby the equator, and we receive the sunlight throughout the year as we are located near the equator. Here, Sri Lanka is located in the tropical zone. Sri Lanka is located in the tropical zone. Here in this map you can see the tropical zone, some part above the equator and below the equator as well, or it is between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. Right, and here I have highlighted that zone and it is the tropical zone. So if somebody asks you a question, what is the climatic zone that Sri Lanka is located in the world, you can simply answer that question. Sri Lanka is located in the tropical zone. Right, and here what do you think about the average temperature that we have in our country? In our country, the temperature varies from 27 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. And here the one special thing that I have to mention, we don't have a winter season in our country. We don't have a winter season in our country. Right. Here and in this map I have shown the main climatic zones of Sri Lanka. The main climatic zone. Accordingly, there are three: wet zone, dry zone and semi-arid zones. These zones are demarcated according to the rainfall that Sri Lanka gets, or the rainfall that each area gets. So after analyzing the data, in Sri Lanka, so we can see three climatic zones: wet zone, dry zone and semi-arid zone. The special thing that you must remember is these zones are demarcated according to the rainfall that each zone receives. Right here. Anyway, Sri Lanka receives uniform rainfall throughout the year. That is why we can cultivate many crops in our country. Throughout the year, we can cultivate crops in our country. Right? How does Sri Lanka get rain? This is the problem that you will be tested in your exam. How does Sri Lanka get rain? Sri Lanka gets rain in three ways. First one is monsoon rain. Second one, the convectional rain, and the third one, the cyclones. So the answer is monsoon rain, convectional rain and cyclones. Right. What are monsoons? Monsoons, here the periodical winds blowing into the country from the directions of south, west and northeast are called monsoon. Here southwest and the northeast. Right, southwest monsoon rain. Right, here the periodical winds blowing into the country from the directions of south, west and northeast are called monsoon. Here southwest and the northeast. Right, southwest monsoon rain. Here southwest and the northeast. Right, southwest monsoon rain. Right, here the periodical winds blowing into the country from the directions of south, west and northeast are called monsoon. Here southwest and the northeast. Right, southwest monsoon rain. we have two main monsoon rains in our country. First one is southwest monsoon rain, the second one is northeast monsoon rain. Southwest monsoon rain we receive from May, June and July. In May, June and July, in other words from May to July. Right. Here western and southwestern part of Sri Lanka receive heavy rain during this period. Here are the winds blow and we receive rain from May to July. So it covers the western and southwestern part of Sri Lanka. And then northeast monsoon rain. Northeast monsoon rain, and it covers northern and eastern part of the country, and we receive northeast monsoon rain from November to January, or in November, December and January. Right. Then convectional rains. In your science lesson you will learn about the water cycle and convectional rains. You can read this, right? It occurs when the energy of the sun heats the surface of the earth, causing water to evaporate. When the sun heats the earth, the water evaporates and they form water vapors. When the land heats up, it warms the air above it, and this causes the air to expand and rise. As the air rises, it cools and condenses. This process of condensation forms clouds high in the atmosphere. Right? If this process continues, rainfalls will occur. This type of rainfall is widespread into the tropical areas. So this is how we receive convectional rains. Right here, by looking at this picture, you can easily understand what convectional rainfall is. Right here, when sun heats the ground, what happens? Evaporation. And here, how the clouds are formed and how the rain comes. Sri Lanka receives convectional rain in March, April, September and October. When we receive convectional rains? In March, April, September and October. March, April, September and October. Right. Here, these features can be seen during the convectional rain. Rain with thunder. We can experience rain with thunder. And the rain occurs throughout the year. Right? It is not seasonal. These sort of rains occur throughout the year. And these become subdued once monsoon gathers strength. එකන්නේ monsoon rain එක බලාත්මක වෙනකොට මේක ක්‍රමයෙන් පහව යනවා. Right, then the cyclones are very famous in India, Bangladesh and Sri Lanka because we are very close to the Bay of Bengal. So around Bay of Bengal, lot of cyclones take place. Right. Let's see what these cyclones are. Right. Normally the cyclones occur in Sri Lanka in October, November and December. So the cyclones are due to come. Right. Here during a cyclones, these features can be seen. And we can see rain with strong winds, and cyclones occur due to the air disturbances in the Bay of Bengal. That is what I told you, right? We can see rain with strong wind, and cyclones occur due to the air disturbances in the Bay of Bengal. You might heard Bengal බොක්කේ ඇති වුණු අවපාත තත්ත්වයක් නිසා දැඩි සුළං හමනවා කියලා. So they are called the cyclones. Right, here I have shown you a picture here. So it is a cyclone. It's a picture of a cyclone, and due to cyclones you can see heavy rainfall and floods occur. Within a very short span of time we can see floods, and the lives of people get disturbed due to the rains and floods occur. And here are some other pictures how it disturbs people and how it disturbs the life of the people. Right. And the dry weather condition of the country. We can see dry weather condition in the country in February and August. So this period is very much important for the farmers because they can reap their harvest during this period. They can reap their harvest, especially the paddy. Here, how the farmers reap their harvest or reap their paddy during February and August. So February and August, these months are crucial for the farmers in our country. Here is another picture. It shows how people reap harvest. Right. In the wet zone, we can see tall trees. In the wet zone, we can see very tall trees. And why these areas are full with tall trees? Because these areas receive a uniform and heavy rainfall, and we can see a favorable temperature throughout the year, so that we can see some tall trees in the wet zone. Here I have shown you what wet zone is. You can see here Kurunegala and the border of Palannaruwa, Kandy, Wadulla here, Matara, Gol, Colombo. So this area I have highlighted, and it belongs to the wet zone. The wet zone. Why are trees grown tall in wet areas of Sri Lanka? Why? What is the reason? Because wet area receives uniform, heavy rainfall and the temperature that prevails throughout the year. Here, these trees are very tall. Right. Grasslands and patana can be seen close to the plateaus, and short trees grow there due to the changes in rainfall, temperature as well as altitude in the grasslands and patana. So they can be seen closer to the plateaus. So in other words, they can be seen in the central highlands. Where we can see plateaus. So these grasslands are very much important in animal husbandry. Here, this is a picture of a farm which is located in Abewal. So these land areas or the grasslands are very important in our economy. Why are short trees grown in grasslands and patana near the plateaus of Sri Lanka? Why? Due to the changes in rainfall, temperature as well as the altitude. What are the three factors we have to consider here? First one is rainfall, varshapata. Second one is the temperature, ushnatya. Third one is altitude, muhuda mattame indala usa. The altitude is very high in the central highlands where you can see the grasslands and patana. Thorny bushes and shrubs grow in the dry and semi-arid zones area where dry climate exists. So in the dry climate where you can see bushes, shrubs, so you can see them in the dry climate. Here, this is an area where you can see bushes, shrubs. What type of trees can be seen in semi-arid zone? This can be a problem for you, right? So you will be tested in your exam. What type of trees? Thorny bushes and shrubs. Mangroves are spread close to the coastal lagoons and river mouths. What are mangroves in Singham? Yeah, here is a picture, and in the map you can see the distribution of those mangroves in the coastal belt or coastal area of Sri Lanka. Right. Here is the activity. Try to do this. Try to fill the blanks. Right. Thank you everybody, and we'll meet soon with another lesson. Thank you.